said the rematch that last person he fought, that should be a bang. Another classic.
Who?
The last guy he fought when he had that crazy.
Oh, yeah, no, that he was cold. Yeah, he was straight.
Yeah,
He took all Pitbull shots and was banging with him.
yeah. I just read an article looking like they looking to set the rematch up,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's a good fight. That's a good fight.
and I think now that shit going like. Not saying I'm not gonna talk about like it's a pay per view joint, but now like you could use it to sell the card. Not in terms of like if you want to make them a co-main event or something, you could use that fight because people know they fought before, so we know that shit lit now.
Yeah, fuck
I
around,
think
put it
Pitbull.
on
I
the.
think Pitbull is a perfect. Not to like say he like Butterbean because he on a higher level than Butterbean. He did more in his like boxing world than Butterbean did. Butterbean was more like a I don't want to call him a gimmick because he couldn't fight, but he was like a gimmick a little bit. He was the guy that you put on the first fight of every big card. You gave him a little 4-6 rounder and you let him entertain him. Obviously, Pitbull, like I say, on a higher level, but I almost see Pitbull as that as he a guy who I think he should always be somebody's co-main event. He the guy that's gonna get you ready for mind you, Butterbean, he was at a lower level, so he got you ready for the night, the whole night. They used to let him fight first, 4 6 rounders. So he got you ready for the whole night. Pitbull on a higher level. So I look at Pitbull as getting you ready for the main event. I think Pitbull is a perfect co-main event for any card in the world. He gonna
He's
get
just
you
gonna
ready.
bring the fight, man. He gonna always try to entertain the crowd, whether whoever he fight, maybe whoever he fighting don't, whatever the case may be. He gonna always push the issue. He don't give a fuck. He got one style, man. He ain't changing it up.
Yeah, that's it.
But that dude he
Uh,
fought last time though wasn't having that shit. He didn't care about none of that.
and it was crazy too, because I was watching the Lubin John. And if you watched it, the joint you was just talking about, remember? Didn't I just say, I said, yo, that nigga Lubin know about fighting mandatories and not fighting niggas next? He literally said on the joint, I found this person, it was a mandatory. I found that
Yeah.
person, it was mandatory. And I was watching it, think about me and you. I said, yo, I told you, I just told my man TJ, this nigga had been in 3, 4 title eliminators, never got a title shot.
But he
That's
did
why,
say, he said on there the winner get background though.
yeah, like I said,
But
that's my
like
hope.
you, we'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah, that's my. I hope, like I said, that's what I'm rooting for. I'm hoping the winner get background. That's what I want. Right, this the guy from Detroit, Lubin. I want them to do that, but like I said, Lubin is the reason why I don't think it's gonna happen. Like I didn't see you fight a million mandatories. They never give you the shot. Obviously, he said background name, but it's like hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully, because I mean, it's like Bakram. You, if it's just hypothetically say it's Lubin, he would be the bringing the money in. Although Bakram is a champion, you know what I mean. So
yeah. That's why I said that I think if your guy get the pull the upset, I think it'd be harder for him just political wise to actually get the background shot.
hmm
Mind you, I don't think neither one of us gonna get it, no matter who win. Just because boxing, they don't move the right way, so I'm not gonna assume that they is. So, but I definitely think it'd be harder for the other guy to get it. Cause this how boxing move, bro. Even if the boxing politics think you're gonna lose, they still got a plan for just in case you pull some shit off. So it'd be on a type time like, all right, we got two opponents for this A side money guy. He the favorite against both of them. We think he gonna beat both of them. But which guy would be more beneficial if they put off the upset? And that's who gets the title shot. Even if, like I said, even if you the B side is still political, they're gonna look at who's more beneficial and what B side would be more beneficial. What 3% off each B side would be better, and they're gonna give that person the title shot. So just in case he loses, like all right, at least we got him. Then we'll just figure out a way to replace him with the next star.
yeah, man, it's gonna be a good fight though, man. The card is nice too. They got some, you know how Pro Box do it. They always got some good fights on there. But that main event though, man, Holmes versus Lubin. What's your final prediction, man? Just to tell the people.
I'm a big Lubin fan, man. I gotta special connection. I fuck with him. I always thought he's gonna be world champion. He a guy who I actually forget about when I say the greatest first impressions I've ever seen in life. David Benavidez and Abdullah Mason always come to my head, but Erickson Lubin was around that same time with David, where he probably top three greatest first impressions. Like that's a guy. Like I said, if you would have watched him fight 15 years ago, bro, I'm trying to tell you, nobody he would have got picked to be better than everybody out here right now. It's specifically at 54. That guy had a lot of tools. Like I still think he could. It's a good chance he could be world champion one day. Obviously, and I remember I made a post saying that he will be world champion one day. Mind you, that was after he lost to Charlo. I thought he would, get his stuff together and what's his name. And even now, I still think he could be a world champion. I just think I don't believe it as much as I did when I made that post. But I still think he could be a world champion. That's a guy who got all the tools in the world. When I say, if you want to find a fighter out there that can do it all, but still didn't become this great fighter, like I said, Ruben is the guy. Like he the guy. He showed the example that fighting is just not only about how you fight. It sounds crazy, but it's not just about how you fight. Like you being able to be more talented to everybody won't make you make it. And he is a perfect example of that. With that being said, I got Lubin. Uh, he's so good that like this is his like how when an NBA player get drafted and they throw like a ceiling, then they do like a floor. This Lubin floor, like this, how like what he became, bro. That was his worst case scenario. Like niggas don't even know that. Like what he became right now, a 26-2 Lubin with 18 knockouts. This is the worst case scenario for Lubin. The worst. That's how talented that guy was when he first hit the scene. This is his worst case scenario was being a 26-2 guy who just didn't get over the hump. That was like his floor. It couldn't even been no worse for that. And then even with his floor, the two losses, them guys, one guy he going to the Hall of Fame in DeMar Charlo. One of them is a Hall of Famer, and he's going down as one of the greatest 154-pound champions we've ever seen known to man. The other guy, he's a two-time world champion, unified champion right now. So that's the level you got to be at to beat Lubin. And that's why I got Lubin. I don't think Holmes on that level. Hopefully, it's a competitive 50 fight, but Lubin don't really have problems if you're not like I ain't even gonna say you special, but you gotta be in some type way different and a little bit different in some type way in your own way. Even Jesus Ramos, if you don't think Lubin won that fight, Jesus Ramos he different in his own way. He a young stud. So even if you like, I don't think he won that fight. It's because he a young stud. When Jamel Charlo beat him, that was a young stud. That was like 5, 7, 8 years ago. When Fundora beat him, that was a young stud. You gotta be a young stud if you gonna get in the ring with Ruben and beat him.
Yeah, man, I'm going with the home team, man. I'm taking home, man. Fuck it. I like Lubin, man. When I first even got started with boxing, Lubin was one of my guys that I even started watching. So I fuck with Lubin heavy, man. But I can't go against the home team, man. I'm fucking with Holmes. I've seen Holmes fight a million times. He can box his ass off. He got a great reach advantage. I'm hoping he use it. He got sneaky power. I know the knockout ratio don't show it, but he got sneaky power that could cause some issues in there, man, or at least make Lubin respect him. Um, so man, I'm rocking with the home team for the upset, man. Fuck it, let's get it.
Uh, we gonna see. Hopefully. That could be a good fight, but I just think Lubin or the like you probably only like Lubin would probably be favored over everybody at the division that's not a champion. Like that's how good he is. He probably is the most elite contender you could think about. Like he really is though. Like if you well, you got Madridov out there and Boachuk. They not champions, but it was two good fights. But hopefully, I just want to see a good fight after what Canelo and Devin Haney did. I want Lubin to win, but I want a better fight even more because Canelo, yeah, we don't want to see no more of those.
Hell no. Hell no. And I don't think my guy Holmes coming like that, man. Even though he probably more so the boxer,
I
in
don't
the
think
fight.
nobody. I don't think no boxer in the world could like that.
I don't think my man's coming like that, man.
I wouldn't put my money on no boxer in the world to fight like that. I don't even got to know the nigga. You could tell me nigga 7-22. I'm still gonna say he gonna throw more punches than Canelo.
No cap. Just off natural instinct, I'm gonna throw more punches.
At least let's just say he get knocked out in the first round. He's still gonna have thrown more punches per round than Canelo. He going like I don't, bro. Like I don't want to get on Canelo because we doing fight predictions, but uh, bro, it's literally been over 15,000 fights in 12 rounds. Canelo had a 15,001 chance to do what he did, bro. Do you know that? You know that percentage? I don't even know that percentage. He had a 15,000 to 1 chance to do what the fuck he did, bro. He did it. He's number one. He has the lowest punch output in a 12-round fight in boxing history. That's a 15,001 chance, bro. That's impressive on the low. To even accomplish anything that you got a 15,001 chance, it's impressive.
Fuck that shit.
That's why I said ain't no boxer in the world gonna beat Canelo, because if I say that means I'm betting on somebody to do it, have a 1 in 15,000 chance to somehow do it. I ain't gonna never put my money on that. That's a bad bet. You got your man Navarrete. You mean that's your guy, big Navarrete fan.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a big Navarrete fan, and I kind of don't like him, but it's a good don't like him. I'm gonna say that though, it's a good don't like him. I don't like. It's not that I don't like because I don't think he's not good. I don't like him because he keep proving me wrong. So it's a good. It's a good one. It's a good like damn. I don't fuck with that guy because he a guy, bro. He fought so many people where I'm like, yo, like even somebody like Christopher Diaz. If you watch Christopher Diaz fight in his prime and you just put Navarrete on, you not thinking he gonna run through this man. Cause you gonna watch Christopher Diaz in his prime and be like, yo, he a boxer puncher. His shit coming too fast, too crispy, he too fundamental. That shit not gonna work. Even if you watch a guy he upset it, Isaac Dogboy, the fight that put him on the mat. You like this guy athletic, fast, strong. This guy make all these mistakes. Valdez, you like he an Olympian. He got the crazy amateur pedigree. He didn't fall every style. He not going, let that all that crazy shit, and he do it every time. So shout out to him.
Yeah, he had a tough one with Conseco, but ended up getting a draw. I think, right? Did they get a draw?
I ain't gonna lie though. The reason why I don't bring that up is because he knocked him down 3 times. So I can't break no fight up. I can't discredit you with a fight you knock a nigga down 3 times. Because even if you lose every round and get 3 knockouts, bro, you got a good chance at winning. Like 3 knockdowns, that's a lot. You gotta think about it. 3 knockdowns, that's 6 points. That's not 3 points. That's 6 points. So automatically, I could lose 6 straight rounds and then knock you down 3 rounds in a row, and now it's tied up just because of my 6 points of winning 3 rounds, and you just won 6 straight rounds, and now it's tied up about 3 knockdowns. So 3 knockdowns is a lot. That's a 6-point difference.
No, man, my boy Navarrete. He got Charlie Suarez, man. He 18-0, 10 knockouts. He ain't really fought nobody. I'm looking at his resume right now. He ain't fought nobody.
Your YouTube work, I about to say you could throw that nigga on. I never seen Buddy fight.
Charlie Suarez. Yeah, man.
Shit on.
You said you got to see them to see if you got a chance.
Yeah, at least because I ain't gonna lie, my eye test never failed me. Whether I get it right or wrong, because I'm still proud about that.
I got caught up. I got caught up with Bernardo, man. You kept telling me about Bernardo. I got caught up with him. He fucked me over with Angelo Leo.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. Navarrete is different in that way, where not like we're gonna see awkward people take it to that level, but it's gonna be hard to take it to that Hall of Fame level. Like we're gonna see it at the championship level for sure. That's no doubt about it. But to like do it over and over and over to become Hall of Fame, that is hard. So that was asking a lot of Venado. He awkward too, but it's hard to do it over and over and over. That's why Navarrete, that's why I say I don't like him in a good way, because it's hard to maintain that many mistakes for a long period of time. You would think somebody would eventually, not at least like I said, you're gonna see it at championship level, but you would think that the boxing world wouldn't let him become a Hall of Famer like off that style.
It's
And
an
they did.
entertaining style, man. It's entertaining. He looked crazy in there. People looking at him like, why is he throwing his punches like that? And then, especially at the
Bro,
beginning, bro, you got to think at the beginning when he first came up, people probably think, oh, this easy money. Look how he fight. It's easy money until they
that's
get in that
exactly
motherfucker.
that's exactly what, even when you look at it, because he throw his shit weird. It's not that it's not sharp. Like it's just the like the variety of what he throwing. It's not that it's not sharp. Like it got speed and power on it. It's just not a punch that people going to teach you to throw for the most part. So it's hard to defend because nobody's going to tell you to go out there and fight like that. Like when you put your son in a boxing class, at no point, no matter how good your son be, they're not going to tell him to never throw a punch like Navarrete, just because that's just not how it's taught.
I was not see this nigga on this nigga. This can't be him.
It's cool. If your shit not working, gang, it's cool. I was
No,
just
no, it ain't. I was looking at no, I'm looking up. I'm trying to find which video to put on. Cause
they don't
they
got
don't
no,
got
they don't got no highlight tape of him.
no the page that we usually use. He ain't got one of them, but he got highlights on here. I'm gonna just click on one. But it's one on here that say Lomachenko. But I see I'm looking at his resume and he ain't got Lomachenko on it. That can't be him.
Yeah, he undefeated. I know he ain't fought Lomachenko because
I'm about to say he ain't fight that nigga.
he wouldn't have been undefeated. He fought Valdez, got fucked up.
He would have beat. They can't. They just got the same. They look the same too, though. That's the
It would
crazy
have been
part.
18. That shit would have been 18-1. They tripping.
This got to be him right here.
Lomachenko, another one that he on the higher level, but Lomachenko, you gonna have to be a young stud to beat that guy. You're not just gonna beat him. You're gonna have to be a young
Man,
stud,
even right
and
now.
you're gonna have to be a little bit bigger. You can't be a young stud in his size because he gonna fuck you up. You gotta be a young stud and a little bit bigger than Loma. If you a young stud and you his size, his natural size, because I still think to this day, if Loma would have stayed at 30, his legacy would have it probably would have been unbeatable. The man was chasing undisputed at 35 when 130 had niggas like Oscar Valdez and Navarrete. And I love both of them guys, especially Valdez specifically. But it's like, bro, you would have undisputed that weight class. Like you on a whole different level than them guys and everybody there.
No cap.
That's what made us a fan of Loma. Cause
That's why I like him. He wanted to fight the best niggas, but he wasn't
yeah.
thinking like you know what I mean.
And that's the thing, like not that's what I'm saying, bro. Navarrete and Valdez, those two niggas who gonna go to the Hall of Fame one day. Definitely Navarrete. I think Valdez got a good chance too. Not guaranteed like Navarrete is. But I think Valdez got like 50% chance. I think it's 50% he go, 50% he don't. And those two guys, bro, you're gonna get credit for being Navarrete. You're gonna get credit for being Valdez. And it's like, no, they they good. They even Hall of Famers, but they not who the world talk about when we talk about pound for pound. They talk about these young niggas over here. They talking about these niggas T.O., these niggas Shakur, Devin Haney, Tank. Those are niggas they talk about. They talk about pound for pound. So like I said, they nice, but these are niggas that's in that conversation. I want to fight them, and
Definitely.
that's what made us fuck with him.
And that was his whole thing, man. He trying to, not chase them niggas, but in a way chase them niggas because he wanted the biggest fights and the biggest bag, which is understandable because he wanted the biggest names. But
And that's another reason I never understood it. Navarrete and Valdez, bro, they names, bro. You don't make some money. You're not making. They're not. Loma wasn't going to get 1.3 million for Navarrete. He was going to get 3 million.
Okay, here's what you want to do. Save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
hold on, what you just said?
I said that used to fuck me up too because I used to feel like Valdez and Navarrete bringing enough money for him to Loma to get paid. Honestly, so even that part used to fuck me up. Obviously, I know they're not gonna give him pay like fighting Shakur or Dev or Tank or somebody like that, but it's not like it's no money. It's like no, you gonna get 3-4 million for Valdez and Navarrete fighting both of them. I think Loma could bring in 7-8 million to fight both of them.
Or for both fights?
Mm-hmm. Not each, but combined.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not
Oh,
7 8 million each, but I'm saying fighting both of them, he could make 7 million fighting both of them for sure. Loma's so good now, bro. Even if he was 80% of himself, I would pick him to beat Navarrete right now. If he was just 80% of himself,
no, I fuck with Loma. Nah, I can't. I can't argue with you there.
anybody,
Oh my god.
Loma was. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Loma in his natural weight was a bad motherfucker.
Loma, my god.
It only started getting a little shaky when he, like I said, when he started to want to go fight niggas a little bit bigger than him. But fighting at his natural weight, bro, Loma could fight anybody who ever fought in boxing history at 126 and 130. Them two weight classes specifically is too, like, you his size, bro. You his size, bro. That shit over.
Bro, he just different, bro. He gonna be fucking you, bro. He gonna be crossing you over the whole fight, bro. And you gonna be mad as hell. You don't even can't see the nigga.
And it's been a lot of great 126 pounds, bro. But that man, I don't think I like a lot of people. It's been Eric Morales, Antonio Barrera been there, Manny Pacquiao been there, Marquez been there. Loma might beat all them guys at 126, specifically 126. Because like I said, when he fight guys his size, that shit don't look fair.
Compton.
Let's see what we hit for. What, he like a Filipino or something?
Yeah, he from Philippines. Yeah.
I mean, I may not right to beat Barenchik though. Like Barenchik, not that. How the fuck? And that's another thing that made me mad. I
Yeah,
fucking
that.
out
Yeah,
there
no
beat all the niggas I just said, and they're gonna lose to Barrett.
cap.
Like yo, like that's why this boxing should be crazy because it's like you watch them guys fight, you gonna be like yo, like Isaac Dog Bay, Oscar Valdez. You gonna feel like all them fights is way easier than Barenchik fight.
That nigga,
He
man.
never gonna. I
That
don't think he's
motherfucking.
never gonna be world champion again. He had this one hit wonder against Navarrete. That shit is. That's it. I don't think he'll never be world champion again.
No, no cap though. That was his shot, especially in 35, man.
Yeah, that was his. That was his goal. Like I said, he go forever get to say I was world champion though. But
Or 35 over. At 40 is gonna be tough.
yeah, only thing I would say is maybe he could do something at 40. If well, no, I can't even say that. I was about to say everybody at 40 gonna leave, but I'm about to say everybody at 35 will be at 40 by the time that happens. So it's still gonna be tough.
Oh, cool. It's gonna be tough. He might be ass out. Good contender though.
Because I was going to say maybe he got a chance at 40 if because Tio we talk about fighting 47. Richard Sanchez is going to go to 47 soon. Gary Anton Russell going to be a welterweight soon. So I was in my head like maybe if he wait till the champions out, maybe. But I'm like by the time all them guys go to 47, he's showing up and all the by 35 will be ready for 40.
Yeah.
So he asked out
You have to
regardless.
meet them niggas again. He cooked. He cooked. Yeah, it's over with, man. It's fucked up, but I just don't see. I don't see it. I don't see him
I
competing with
don't
none
think
of them guys up there.
I don't think Floyd Schofield could beat Tevin Farmer.
I think that's a very tough fight for motherfucking Schofield.
I got my
Man,
man.
I'm taking Tevin Farmer too.
I
I
really
like.
Tev too, because I always pick the Philly guy, but I still be thinking who gonna win. Like when Tev fought Zepeda, I still pick my Philly guy, but I really thought Zepeda was gonna win. I knew it was gonna be tough. Even Raymond Mortaia, I knew it was gonna be tough, but I did think Raymond Mortaia was gonna win. I really think he gonna be for like remember the 9 year Albright with Keyshawn brother. When I sent that, I'm like, yo, I really think he gonna win. Like when he was fighting Keyshawn, I was rooting for him, but I didn't think he was gonna really beat Keyshawn. And they two next fights coming up, I really think. I think Ted will really beat Floyd Schofield because he active, but Williams and Payton throw 90 punches around. He not that active.
There's very few people that's gonna be that active. 100 punches around, man. Come on, man.
So Tevin Farber was able to be tit for tat with a motherfucker throwing the other punches around and still win rounds convincingly. I think he have a better chance at whatever else convincingly, not having to deal with as much pressure. Mind you, I think Floyd Schofield, I think he more athletic than Zepeda, and I think he even got more one punch knockout power than Zepeda. I think Zepeda got to put it on you a little bit. I think Floyd Schofield got a better chance at like catching you clean and putting you out than Zepeda do. I think Zepeda got to break you down some. Floyd Schofield, he a big, strong, athletic kid, so I do think he is a bit more powerful and more just even like I said, I think he hit harder a little bit more than Zepeda, and I just think he more physically stronger than Zepeda. Because like I say, a big kid. This is a kid that possibly could fight at 40 and 47 one day. So like, he a big, strong, athletic kid, but his punch variety not gonna be the same. His punch variety not gonna be the same, and it's not gonna be as much pressure. Tev gonna have way more time to be chilling and doing this, in the center of the ring and picking his shots, and not having to play defense 100% of the time. Because the pay to make you play defense. That's why I want to see the Shakur fight. Because Shakur, he got to let his hands go. I don't think he not pulling off a De Los Santos against the Zepeda. I don't think he could do it. I could be wrong, but to me, if you don't let your hands go, you're gonna lose. He's gonna out hustle you. I don't think you're gonna. I don't think you're gonna, like I said, do an Elwin De Los Santos. You're not throwing 20 punches around and beating this kid. Not to me. Maybe he can. He is Shakur, but I think he gonna out hustle him if he throw 20 punches around. Shakur need to average 40 to 45 punches around, beat this kid and look good doing it. So that's just my opinion. Because like I said, he gonna throw a lot of punches, even if you're letting your hands go. So if you're not letting your hands go, he not falling for the pump fake shit that Edwin. Because Shakur did some nice subtle shit. It's times he step to him like he about to do something, and that'll make Edwin back up. And it's like basically just pump fake them and us. Zepeda not going for none of that pump fake shit. You step to him, you really gonna want Rumble. He gonna throw 10 punch combos. He not falling for none of that.
No, he just gonna be swinging on you. He don't give a fuck. That's why I fuck with this fight too. Like you said, man, it's gonna really bring the best out of Shakur. Like he done said that a couple times too. Like he liked this fight with Zepeda because it's gonna force him to bring the best out of him. He done said that, like I said, he done said that himself. So he gotta fight, man. And you can't sit on defense the whole time. You're not gonna have, as good as your defense is, trying to block 10 punches in a row or trying to dodge 10 punches in a row is gonna be extremely difficult.
Because you gotta remember, bro, he got like a 25-1 punch joint, but mind you, they count all his fights. And his championship fights is like 5-1. So that's why I like to go off, because the 25-1, that shit is because the beginner fights. You ain't gonna never hit a nigga 25 times before he hit you ever again in life after 10 fights. So you really count the championship fights, and he 5-1, still super impressive. That's the highest among active champions. Got the best defense. So out of every active champion, he hits his opponents 5 times before they hit him once. That's the highest plus minus amongst every active champion in the world. So that's where he got. And remind you, that's what he gonna have to be on. And the reason why you can't not let your hands go, because like I said, let's just say he do 5-1. If you only throw 20 punches and he let his hands go 100 times, that's still 20 times he just hit you this round. Even with you doing the 5-1, he's still hitting you a lot of times. Even if you make a nigga miss 3 out of every 4 punches, bro, and I throw 100 punches at you, bro, I still hit you a nice amount of times. Even if you made me miss 3 out of every 4, because I literally just threw 100 punches. So it's like I probably still got in a little 20 shots. Mind you, blocked 80, amazing defense, but I still got 20 shots in, 20 scoring shots. And if you don't let your hands go, he gonna out hustle you. So like I said, that's a good joint though.
No, I'm ready for that one. I need that one. This gonna force Shakur to do something in there that people been kind of asking of him, because everybody obviously we know what people think about Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Too defensive. Born fighter. you can't beat at this fight. At least in my opinion, I don't think he can. Like you said earlier, you know, he do got the best defense in the game. Maybe he can make some shit work out where he just dodged instead. He dodged 100 punches. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I like you said, man. I don't think he can do it, man. I think he gonna have to fight him. But I'm agreeing with Shakur, man. He said he gonna beat him up, and I'm hoping he do that. So I think this is the fight that's gonna show us, you know what I mean, why he deserved that Tank fight, why he want that Tank fight. But hopefully that hand good too, man. I know we talked about that hand a little bit the last couple shows too, man. Hopefully his hand straight so he can, you know what I mean. I know he be the last fight he was kind of shaking and this shit like that, so we don't want no excuses and nothing like that. So it's on and popping now, man. It's the one right here.
How you feel about your man Navarrete fighting Espinoza?
Oh yeah, 30. Ooh, I like it.
One more question too for you answer. If you Espinoza and anyway just said 126 will be my last division. He did put that out there that will be his last division that he goes to. And he put it out there that he want to undispute that division, and basically that's his last boxing goal, basically to be undisputed at 126 pounds, and he feel like he can go into the sunset. So he put that out there, that he want to take care of MJ, then he want to take care of Nakatani, then he want to go to 126. So he put all his plans out there. If you Espinoza, do you go to 130 or do you wait for anyway?
I definitely want that anyway fight. How long he gonna take? Maybe if I'm Espinoza, maybe I try to go undisputed.
It's MJ then Nakatani, and then he going to 26.
With that, yeah, fuck it. We can wait that out. I'll go try to go undisputed at 30 right quick. Or unify something.
Because I was about to say, but because he can go to 30, but how healthy do we give himself the best chances though, going to 30 and then coming back down for anyway?
Oh no, not 30. I mean, not at 30. He should stay at 26 and just unify or something. Espinoza.
And basically, he'd be the guy that you gotta beat when you get there, type shit.
Yeah, just stay at 26. Unify with if you can't get undisputed within that time frame, just unify.
And the reason I asked that too is because obviously, anyway, is a big money fight, but Navarrete is also a big money fight. So it's not like obviously, you might feel like he gonna get paid more. Well, anyway, clearly, most people might feel that way. But if I'm being real, I wouldn't be mad if somebody felt the other way, because if that fight is in America, Navarrete, I think, is as big a draw in America as anyway. In my opinion, I can be wrong. Anyway, might be a bigger draw in America. Obviously, in Japan, no doubt. But in America, if we ask just all these random people who they know first, I think it'd be about the same. I don't think it'd be a big difference, if I'm being honest with you. So
yeah, I mean, ain't too many people familiar with anyway like that. No,
that's what I'm saying though. So obviously, we're gonna assume that anyway fight will be bigger just because he more on the pound, he on the pound for pound list. He down there the best fighter in the world. So off that, we're gonna assume it to be bigger. But somebody can make the case that Navarrete is Mexican versus Mexican. You're gonna bring all the Mexicans out. You could put this fight in LA. You could put this fight in Arizona. You could go to Houston for the Mexicans. It's a bunch of places that the Mexicans gonna pop out for you for. And like I said, I think if you walk the American streets and go to random people, I think they will know Navarrete just as much as they know anyway. I don't think the numbers would be different. I don't think we will come back like, yeah, bro, I asked 100 people, you asked 100 people. Yeah, 40 said they know anyway. And you're going to be like, yeah, I asked my 100. Only 14 said they know Navarrete. I think it'd be the same numbers, around the same numbers, in my opinion. If we asked 100 people, I think about 10 to 20 will know these people. I think they both would get 10 to 20 maybe. So it's like I don't see one guy getting double the numbers as the next man. So this Mexican on Mexican, it might be just as big as fighters anyway. You might don't have to wait for him. You might can get a big bag.
Yeah, I guess it's really going to depend on his body too. We already know he a big guy. How long can he stay at 26? He look healthy at it right now. But you got a year go past, you never know.
If I met Bruiser, that nigga need to just go to Bob and just like who the bigger bag? He's like, just ask the question. Like,
who you paying me more for?
Like, if it's not right, I go to 30 right now. If you think it's 26, I'm gonna cook everybody and stay here and wait for him. And it's just that simple.
Who you gonna pay me more for, man?
It's just that simple. Like, if you tell me it's the same, if you tell me it's about the same, or are you getting a little bit more for anyway, then it's that I might go up right now. But if you tell me some shit like, yeah, I'm gonna give you 3 for Navarrete and 7 for anyway, then like, all right,
All right, we're gonna be on chill right here then.
oh wait,
Don't even worry about it.
If it's some shit like 2 for Navarrete and 3 for anyway, then it's like I go to 130, a million, not that for my body, for to keep my body here and all that. I don't think it's that big of a difference, 2 and 3. But it was like I said, but it was like 2 for Navarrete and 5, 6 for anyway. Then like I said, we're gonna wait. We're going, like I said, we're gonna beat everybody. In the meantime, make the Angelo Leo fight or the Bruce Carrington fight or whoever. I say Angelo Leo though, just because he with the stable, so I would assume that that'd be the easiest fight to make because the same promoter. The Nick Ball, you would have to go to another promoter. So I would assume that Bruce Carrington and Angelo Leo fight would be the 2 easiest fights to make, to unify and get a good title defense under your belt. And then, like I said, you fight Bruce and Angelo Leo, two people in your stable. He gonna fight MJ and Nakatani, 2 people in his stable, and then y'all gonna meet up after that.
Angelo Leo actually fight this month too, defend the belt. So you gotta keep that motherfucker.
You will. You got my man Raymond Mortataya.
Who we fight, man?
The guy Dev knocked out. They spicing this guy. They keep talking about it's a step up. Like, it's not no step up. My man Raymond Mortai gonna come out here and beat him up. He about to be IBF world champion. He fighting for the interim belt, but he'll be elevated about 6 months after, probably 3 months after he win his interim because Loma gonna retire. Because if I'm Loma, man, if I'm Loma, who knows? Loma crazy. We just was talking about it. But if I'm Loma, man, I'm not coming back and fighting no Raymond Mortai, man. I'm done fighting these young studs, man. Like, I'm not about to keep doing this shit. If I can't get Tank, then I'm not fighting Shakur, Keyshawn, or Raymond Mortai. I'm not fighting these young big niggas no more. That shit is over with.
Knowing that nigga, he don't give a fuck.
So it's like, if I'm Loma, like I said, I dibble and dabble at Tank. And I ain't gonna lie. Holla, my fault. Loma's a front foot fighter with a crazy high guard. And Lamont was a front foot fight with a crazy high guard. That fight would have been now got me thinking. He don't fight like Loma, but that fight specifically, he was on his front foot and he had a nice high guard and he trusted his defense and instincts. That's exactly how Loma fight. Loma fight on his front foot and he trusts his defensive instincts and his angles. But he pushing the action. He gonna trust himself. And he in the pocket. He not a back foot fighter. He on his front foot. So the fact that I see him and Lamont short like Loma, and he's smaller, the naturally smaller guy like Loma was. A guy who at 35 they would have been fresh and not dehydrated at the weight class. There's a lot of similarities in that John. That Loma fight, obviously you can't pick him now. Nigga ain't fighting 2 years, but
yeah.
I don't know if he would have, let's just say, coming off the Devin Haney fight, he went straight into a Tank fight. I don't know, because that Loma against Devin Haney, that's not the best Loma, but that was a hell of a Loma. But that was a hell of a Loma. Even that Loma right there was a hell of a, like I said, right on his front foot with his high guard and his angles and trust himself. That's exactly how this nigga Lamont fought him. Obviously, it was a different style, but it was on his front foot and he trusted himself and he pulled the trigger. And that's how Loma fight.
That nigga Loma, man. Loma, that was my favorite fighter when I started this shit, nigga. I just love that style, nigga. I think he would have been a problem for anybody, especially fresh and in his prime 2, 3, 4 years ago. Oh my god.
That's why I said, bro, 2023, that Tank fight might look interesting. Because like I said, That fight was kind of some familiar to how Loma gonna fight him. Loma gonna go right out there and press him, and he gonna press him smart, just like how Lamont was pressing him, but he gonna press him smart. It's exactly how Loma was gonna press him. He's gonna press you on his front foot, but he got a high IQ. He gonna respect you, obviously, nigga. You tank, not gonna make no stupid mistakes out of her, just like how Lamont was fighting you. So it's like those two guys that was gonna be on their front foot with a high IQ. That fight make it a little more interesting. But who you got though, man? You got Raymond Mortaya or the other guy?
Yeah, I'm taking Remy Mortaia. I'm looking at the other guy resume right now. You know, obviously his only loss is to Devin. Who else? He fought Jorge Linares. He knocked him out in the 12th. But you know that's an older. I mean that was 2022. But yeah.
All right.
But I mean yeah, man. I don't see this guy beating
That's like
Mortaia. But they. I mean they have 5'9". They got him ranked as a 5-star fighter on this bitch.
yeah, they wild.
Let me see. I mean, I guess most of his, I mean, his opponents all got winning records. I
I
give him
ain't gonna
that.
lie. If he ain't lose since Dev, he on a crazy winning streak because that fight was a minute. That shit was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was in 2019.
Yeah, so that means he on a crazy winning streak. If he ain't lose since Dev, it's 2020. It's 2025. That was 6 years ago. How many fights he? What's his winning streak? How many
Uh,
Jones won in a row?
1, 2, 9.
I thought it was gonna be better though. 9 fights in 6 years. That's not a lot.
No, yeah, it looked like he only had one fight in 2020, obviously with the COVID shit,
Okay.
and then two fights
All
in 21.
right, that don't count. I forgot about the COVID year. You right, that don't count.
Yeah, and then after that, he had two fights each year after that, though.
Oh, all right. So he probably would have had 10, 11 if it wasn't for that COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you're a winner. You know, like I said, I always that's my go-to. If you don't know the guy, and you never, and for the most part, you'll never see the fight. At least go by if he a winner. If,
Yeah, and his opponents, like I said, all his opponents got winning records. He ain't fought no bums.
and he fought Devin Haney, so
Yeah,
you know we're gonna like to assume that he won't be as shocked to the talent. That's what I always like to assume when people fought talented fighters, at least that the talent gap won't shock you as much if you've been in there with somebody who it was already a big talent gap, something you already had, you already faced that before type shit. So who knows? He was younger when he fought Devin. So who knows? Now you could face somebody who might be more talented than you, but now you're a little bit older, you're a little bit more mature, got a little bit more experience. So who knows? Now you might can get over the hump of somebody more talented than you. To where 6 years ago you probably wasn't all the way developed yet, probably wasn't as experienced. Now, like I said, who knows? You might have an IQ now. He might have at least experience now, and he dealt with it before, so he might could pull it off. Cause going through something always help you go through it when you face that shit again.
no, facts. Yeah,
So I
no.
will give him that at least. I got Raymond with Tire stopping him, by the way, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate to my own prediction. Like I said, going through something before always help you again. So he been in there with Devin Haney, a guy who was more superior, more talented. Now he getting the same opportunity with a guy who more superior, more talented. But now you older, you more physically stronger. You're more of a grown man now, more experience. You might could do it now. Who knows?
Yeah, nigga.
I got him getting stopped though, but who knows? You might do it.
I mean, he used to winning, so I mean, I'm gonna give him that. You know what I mean? He used to winning.
Who else he
He
fought? Did he fight anybody else we know, even if it wasn't like the biggest name?
he fought Hank Lundy.
Okay, okay, for my Philly guy.
Yeah, he fought. Let me see who else on here. Yeah, that's about it. The other and Linares. Other than that, it's been like
Okay, Linares, you said him. Okay.
yeah, it's just been like who is this guy?
Did he fight any? Like, how good was the records? Like,
I mean, they all winning records. I ain't gonna lie. He only got one losing record, and that was his third fight. and they was 10-18. After that, it's like 13-1, 27-3, 18-1, 20-1, 29-6, 33-8.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He definitely experienced. He fighting them type of guys for sure.
Yeah. I mean, don't nobody on his record.
I ain't gonna lie though, that little thing you just
Yeah.
ran off though, that made me a little tad bit more interested. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
That's
then
some,
he
that's some good records to fight. I ain't going 13-1, 33-8, 26-3. Like that's some good records to be getting in there and keep getting over
yeah.
the hump.
And he got even more, bro. He got shit 24-2, 47-6, 25-4, 25-0. Like he only fight winners.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, so that definitely made me, like I said, I still got Raymond Tight stopping, but
Say
it
don't.
definitely made me more interesting though. I will say that though, because like I said, that little number you ran off, that's pretty decent.
No, yeah, my man. I
I mean,
mean, like I said, he
fighting.
got some experience.
I mean, you fighting experienced motherfuckers who really could fight.
Yeah,
Fighting other people who could fight that just can't get over the hump. Probably somebody that kind of like the kind of like where he gonna be at. Where I think where he probably gonna be a good contender. He probably get another title shot. Probably get a title shot against a Keyshawn Davis or Abdullah Mason one day. But I just think he probably be a fighter that probably just can't get over that. Probably go on another win streak. Like I said, get another title shot, but just can't get over the hump.
no, yeah, man. That's what it kind of seemed like, just based off his opponents. He just ain't got nobody on his resume. You know what I mean? But he one of them guys that could, if you sleep on him, he could come in there and upset you, type of guy.
Facts. That's what it's looking like for sure.
Yeah, you can't sleep on him now because he will come in here and take all that shit away. Be mad at the motherfucker.
That's definitely what it's looking like. I mean, I'm just happy I'm off, man. So I'm gonna just
You can watch the cars, man. No worry,
enjoy the fights, man. Smoke my little weed, man. Order
man.
me a cheese steak or something, man.
Man, I gotta go to the dispensary tomorrow, man. I got a free Oski coming, man.
Free Oskies?
Man, yeah, man. These motherfuckers be having reward programs and shit, man. You get you go like 20 times or something, you get a free Oski or something.
What? Bro,
I'm on my 20th time, unfortunately.
bro, like that's helping a nigga save money. They don't even know. Like what? A free O?
Yeah, I gotta spend like $40 to $50 or something, but that's cool.
That's it. Why? What you mean you got to spend $40?
You gotta spend $50 or something to get the free Oski. They be on bullshit. They don't just give it to you. You gotta spend a couple of dollars to get
Oh,
it, but they do give it to you though. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, God, that's cool. That's straight.
that's still saving. That's still helping a nigga save money though.
Yeah,
Wait,
facts.
so you gotta buy $40 worth of weed and they gonna give you the Oski?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, so you really getting more than the O for $40 for real.
Basically, yeah.
You getting the O and probably the $40 probably like another little 3/8 or some shit like that.
Man, I can get another half for 47.
Yeah, so you really get so you basically about to get an ounce and a half for $50.
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's helping the nigga save a lot. You ain't gonna have to spend money on. I mean, we smokers, but that's helping like save.
No, facts. Hell yeah. That's how I'm like, I gotta go on that bitch
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I save a lot of money and they give me an ounce for 50 right now.
No cap. I need that.
What? I don't want to spend money for what's an ounce like 88. Yeah, I want to spend money for like a week.
I need that.
Because you about to get the ounce and a half. That's what I'm saying. That $50, you ain't gonna have to spend bread for like spend money on weed for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a long time for a pothead. When niggas
No cap.
don't go 14 days without spending money on no weed. Yeah, it's been
No cap. It's been a long time.
I ain't even going. I don't remember the last time I was
Years, nigga, years.
without spending like I remember the last time was 7 days, 8 days that I was spending fucking money on what's name, bro.
No cap, bro. That shit crazy as fuck.